everyone, I'm Moyet, and I am so excited to be streaming with you live this morning. Of course, you may know that usually I'm hosting EverTalk live. I'm in the studio right now. I am safer at home with you, but I have got a great guest for you today. I am so excited. Aaaron Kirman is going to be joining me. He is the star of CNBC's Listing Impossible, and he has a knack for telling the cold, hard truth, often to the rich and the powerful, the people who really don't want to hear it. And today he's going to be sharing with me and you the cold, hard truth about what's really happening right now with the real estate market. I hear you now.
Oh my God, we made that. Sorry.
We're just doing the best we can over here.
If you can tell, I'm not much of a live Instagram guy. I've never done it before.
Oh, really?
This is like my first time, and obviously I didn't do a great job of getting us on.
Aaron, you know what though? I am honored to be your first IG Live. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're G-virginizing me here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. First of all, I'm glad to see you so happy, healthy, and well. How are you doing? How's the team?
We're doing, as well as can be expected. And thank God, we're doing good. It's been a really tricky moment for everybody. And first and foremost, we want everyone to stay safe and healthy and happy. But it's been a really interesting time. And, I'm actually taking this time to reflect on me and on our business and how to improve. And the quiet time has been interesting and actually kind of nice.
For those of us who are constantly on the go, I know you and me both, having to stay home is like, what? And it's been the perfect time to reflect. And of course, what you like about yourself and your space that you're living in.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I never am home. I never stay home. I never have the time to just be. And so it's really been an interesting personal experience and journey. And I notice, and obviously I'm sending love and light to everyone who's sick and praying for an end to this. But I'm noticing from a personal note, the reflection and the self-care has been like nothing I've experienced in my whole adult life. So
break it down for me. I mean, what have you learned about yourself? What are you prioritizing differently now?
What I learned was a very profound thought, which is, money is easy to get. Money comes and goes, and we can get money. But what we can't get is health, happiness, freedom, love. And so it's just brought back the things that are really important for me and for people, I think. And what I'm noticing is, as a community, we're closer than we've ever been. We're all in this together, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're middle, whether you're where you want to be, whether you're not. We're all fighting for a common cause. And I think it's a really interesting moment. And I've never seen that kind of camaraderie, nation to nation, people to people, company to company.
Oh, I'm completely with you on that. My heart goes out sending love and light to any of those who are suffering, who have friends and family. And I'm just so grateful for this personal time for us both to be able to slow down and really reflect on what is important. I mean, look, you have become a master at what you do. Over $6 billion in real estate sales goals. Okay. Hands down to you. But I know so many people look up to you. You lead a life that is so inspiring. Your life is aspiring, but to know that even you two are taking this moment to reflect is truly incredible. So thank you for being so vulnerable with that.
Of course. No, I think it's really important because I think anytime there's been adversity in my life, I've been able to grow and figure out how to get bigger and better and make sure I'm happy. And so this has probably been one of the most difficult moments in all of our lives. And so it's an interesting period.
So I'm wondering, though, what attributes do you think you have, now that you've had all this time to reflect, have led to your success?
So I didn't have it very easy growing up. I'm dyslexic. I had a hard time reading. I had a hard time writing. I had a speech impediment, so I couldn't talk very well. Couldn't say the letter R. Sometimes when I reflect on all of the things that made my life challenging, including being gay at a very young age, or knowing I was gay at a young age, I honed in on my interpersonal relationships and how to get them because I didn't have them as a kid. And so for me, like, I'm very goal driven. I figure out what I want, figure out how to get there. But most importantly, like, I try to be as real and authentic with myself and with people as I can be. And I think people love authenticity and people love honesty. And what I realized was when I felt insecure, I sometimes wasn't telling the truth. I wasn't as honest as I needed to be. I didn't do the things I would want to do. And as I got older and more successful, I was able to change that. And so now I'm 100% who I am. I tell it like it is. I have a show on that concept, for better or for worse. And what I notice is people really love that mentality.
But how do you remain so confident in that, so grounded? Because for me, that can be hard. I know for better or worse, I need to say something. I need to break up with that guy, or I need to tell my boss X, Y, or Z. But I struggle with that sometimes, and I talk for a living.
Listen, I mean, the thing is, I still struggle with it. I mean, it's not 100% natural thing. I think that the more honed in on who you are and who you want to be, the easier it is. And what I realized is people really appreciate the truth. People love it. In real estate, for example, a lot of my competition come into houses, they say they're so beautiful, they're gorgeous, they're worth over what they're worth. And I come in and I say the opposite. I'm like, here's why your house isn't gorgeous. Here is the problem with your house. And here's why that other person is probably wrong. And if you want to hear what you want to hear, great. But I'm going to tell you probably what you don't want to hear. And when you're ready to hear it, we will work together and you will be successful and I will be successful and we'll have a great outcome.
Okay, so Aaron, I'm ready to hear the truth right now, in your opinion, about what's happening with the real estate market in all of this. I mean, for better or worse.
Yeah, listen, we've never gone through a pandemic before. This is like nothing we've ever seen. Today, here's what we know. We're basically frozen. Like the market is on hold, DOM is on hold. Buyers really can't come look at properties if they're owner occupied. Sellers are nervous, buyers are nervous, and nobody knows where we're gonna go. If I was a betting man, if you look at the situation between crash of 2007, 2008, September 11 attacks, this is very, very different because this is an actual pandemic that has shut the world down. And so we'll have to see where we go in 3 months from now because real estate always reports 1 to 3 months behind. And so once we open up again, the new buyers are going to be the ones that are going to set the trend. And we're going to know if our market is 30% less than where it is today, or we'll know if it's 5%. But here's what we do know. It's going to be affected. It's going to be challenging. And it's going to be a very different time. And again, the only light at the end of the tunnel is we're all in this together. It's not America. I mean, it's a world problem. It's a world pandemic. It's affecting the wealthy, like it's affecting the middle class and people that are still growing their futures. People that are living in apartments right now aren't paying the rent. And people that own those apartments are having a challenge paying those rent. And so we're all in it together.
I mean, I am going to be a first-time buyer, hopefully within the next year. Is there any kind of property that I should be looking for that I will get a better deal on? Or is this, we really just don't know?
We really don't know, but I'll tell you, if I was you, you are in the best position you could possibly be. Oh, you're very, very, very blessed because if you're a buyer, I do believe deals are going to be coming. I do believe price points will be coming down and you are in the best position. So anybody that has some cash that is looking to potentially invest, I would say the next year is going to be the best time to do so.
And what about here in Los Angeles? Do you think that there's a certain neighborhood that might be, will I actually get a deal in Beverly Hills now? Is the price going to drop in Malibu? Could I be a West Sider?
Well, let me tell you, I think LA is going to fare way better than any other state. Like we traditionally in the past couple of years have been doing better than New York and most urban centers because we have so much industry, we have so many different ways of revenue. And everybody wants to be here from Asia, Middle East, Europe, even the East Coast, because we have such a great lifestyle. And so while I think we're going to get somewhat affected, I think we will fare better. And what I noticed in 2008, when I sold in a very difficult market, was paper goes down, but nominal. And so those great properties still aren't going to go down as much as people probably want them to, but they are going to go down. And so do your research, do your diligence. I think there's so many great neighborhoods in LA, and it's just based on what you want. And at a certain point, I tell people, the home is the most important place to be. This is our sanctuaries. And as you can tell from this pandemic, nowhere is better to be in a home right now than now. And so for somebody like you moving forward, I think it's just based on where you want to be. Do you want to be by the beach? Do you want to be in Beverly Hills? Do you want to be on the east side? All of those are great opportunities, but do your research and make sure you're buying right. Make sure you're doing it for yourself. Make sure you're getting other people to give you info, and then you'll be great.
Well, one of our streamers just wanted to ask specifically about the beach cities and the South Bay. Any insight on that?
Beach cities in South Bay are great. Our team's actually expanding over into those areas, and we've been doing a lot of business over there. The beautiful. I love it over there. I love it. The beautiful thing about Southern California is we have so many amazing, beautiful areas, and when markets come down, they always come up, and vice versa. And so the goal as a real estate individual should always be buy what you like, enjoy it, but always buy in a position where you don't need to sell in a down market. Because if you need to sell in a down market, that's where people get in big trouble. So really, really, really be very cautious with what you're buying. Make sure you have enough money in the bank to be able to handle a downturn. Know the cost of a purchase, a remodel, a close, and that way you'll always be safe and not caught off guard.
So I'm very curious, now that you're spending so much time in your own home, because you're safer that way, what's your favorite part of your place? Where's your sanctuary?
I hate to admit this because I know so many people are struggling at home right now, but my house in general is my sanctuary. It's private, it's secure. I spend probably about 4 hours a day in my pool making business calls. So I've really been in my pool, honestly, the majority of the day. For me, the pool is a very calm, soothing place to be. I love the water. And I noticed that my creativity skyrockets from there. And so we really do a lot of work from the pool. And I'm on the call. I'm literally all day on the phone, on the pool. And the one thing I learned from this is when we go back to work, I'm probably going to work different. I actually want to spend more time working from home. These Instagram lives and Zooms and all of these things, these are actually really innovative ways that I get to know you, you get to know me, we get to see each other, and we don't have to lose an hour of our time in drive time. And I think that the world is going to change a lot. I think the dynamics of what the office once was may not be as relevant as it is anymore, because at the end of the day, what I'm noticing is my team is struggling like the rest of everyone because it's a weird moment. But as far as productivity, we're all exceptionally productive.
Oh, isn't it been interesting to see people in their homes, whether it's on the Zoom call or you're watching CNBC, and here the anchor shows up and you're like, oh, what's that office? Why do you have a bobblehead behind you?
What I'm confused by is, I think anybody's home can be beautiful at any price point, no matter whether you're in an apartment. And everyone's home, but it's so funny. I've been, I have Zoom calls with some of the richest people in the world, and some of them will pick like a closet to do a Zoom call. No joke. And I'm like, how did we end up in that moment for this call? Granted, I'm in my kitchen right now, but I just think it's kind of interesting. I think that I'm just such a real estate agent. I tend to look inside, like I'm looking at your place, which, by the way, it looks really beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm just sitting off my little sun porch here with the lights on. I'm doing the best I can from home until you find me that perfect French Normandy in the hills of LA with a pool, please.
Is that what you want? You want a French Normandy?
I do. I want something built before 1940, maybe in the late 20s, early 30s, old Hollywood with that French flair. That is me.
That's so funny. So I live in a modern house right now, and my next house, I want to do something old as well. And, in real estate, people, now people love to blend that old style with a new modern interior, transitional. And I love that look. So I want to do something like you want to do soon.
All right. Well, if you find it, let me know. Of course, you take it first, but then any access.
No, we're all about our clients. So it would be an honor to help you. And by the way, you're super gorgeous.
Oh, thank
This is the first time I've seen you, but wow, how beautiful you are.
You've made my day, Aaron. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, for connecting with me in your kitchen and bringing us into your home. We're so grateful. Please remind everyone where they can find, follow you, and of course, get more information about your team.
Perfect. Aaaron Kirman. You could find me on my Instagram, Aaron Kirman. My website's aaronkirman.com. And yeah, we're here to help anybody. So if anybody has any questions, concerns, worries, we will get through this. We will arise, and hopefully we'll take the lessons from this and get bigger and better.
From your home to God's ears. Thank you, Aaron.